Hello everybody, welcome back, happy Tuesday. Today we're going through John chapter 5. Jesus goes up to Jerusalem, and at Bethesda there is a body of water rumored that will cure the first person of ailment after an angel descends from heaven and disturbs the water. Jesus meets a man that's had an ailment longer than Jesus has been alive at this point, for 38 years. Jesus asks the man who's lying on his back if he wants to be made whole. The man says that he doesn't have a person to help him get into the water to be cured when the waters have been troubled by the angel. That when the angel does descend, he'll be trampled by others fighting to be first in. Jesus says, "Rise, take up your bed and walk." Immediately the man rises, picks up his bed, and starts to walk. The Jews that see this interaction call out the man for carrying his bed on the Sabbath. According to the study Bible, carrying so much as a needle in your coat on the Sabbath is offensive, let alone a bed. The man tells the Jews that he's doing what his healer told him to do. They ask him who healed him, but the man doesn't know Jesus' name. Later, Jesus and the healed man meet again in the temple. Jesus tells the man to sin no more, and the man departs. He then tells the Jews it was Jesus that healed him. This is the point in which the Jews know that they want to persecute Jesus, because he had healed on the Sabbath day, or as the study Bible specifies, because he had violated the oral traditions of the written law of no burden bearing and no medical practices permitted, except that which will prevent death. Jesus manifests power in two capacities here, judgment and resurrection. He goes on to tell the Jews, "My Father worketh hitherto, and I work." The Jews move to kill him because he made himself equal to God. Jesus continues to educate those that are listening. He says that he, the Son, can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do, except judgment. God the Father judges no man, but has committed all judgment to the Son. He continues to say that we should honor the Father and the Son, and that the hour is coming when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those that hear will live, that those that have done good will have resurrection of life, and those that will have done evil will have resurrection of damnation. Jesus does not sin. He can do nothing except hear and judge, but his judgment is just because he seeks the will of the Father that sends him. He says that if he bears witness of himself, that the witness is not true. But he has witnesses, and greatest of all is the witness of his Father, even though we haven't seen him or heard his voice. Jesus says he will not receive any honor from them, and that they don't have the love of God in them. And asks, "How can ye believe which receives honor from one another, but not seek the honor that comes from God only?" They believe in Moses, and Moses writes of Jesus, but they don't believe in Jesus. But if you don't believe in the writing of Moses, how will they believe in the words of Jesus? The study Bible then explains the witnesses of Jesus, and there are 6 of them. The first is John, the author of this gospel, the son of Zebedee. The second is John the Baptist. The third are the works of Jesus, his miracles performed. The fourth is the Father who has witnessed his sonship. The fifth is the scriptures that bear witness to him. And the sixth is Moses, who wrote of him and is recorded in the Old Testament. Okay, everybody, that's the end of John chapter 5. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about this reading, any prayer requests, as always, leave them down in the comment box below. If you didn't have a chance to catch Friday's video of John chapter 4, I would encourage you to listen to that as well. I also posted in the comment box of John chapter 4 the link to Bishop Barron's Sunday sermon this past weekend, because he actually opened up a lot of information about John chapter 4. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you've already seen John chapter 4, I would encourage you to at least re-click it and click the link in the comments to see Bishop Barron's video, because it was, honestly, it made me feel a little bit bad about myself, because I definitely did not glean all that information through reading John chapter 4 and making that video. But that's why we're all here, right? I have to get over that because we have to start somewhere in our scripture reading, and at least we're doing it. And we can be more open and more receptive to others' teachings about these scriptures because at least we have a basis, a foundation. We've gone through it and we recognize the text. So it's only enriching afterwards to hear more and more about it. Please excuse my 2-year-old. He is definitely a live wire today. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I hope that you'll come back tomorrow as we go through John chapter 6. And yeah, all right, I'll see you guys. Have a good one. Bye.